A rewrite engine is software located in a web application framework running on a web server that modifies a web URL's appearance. Many framework users have come to refer to this feature as a router. This modification is called URL rewriting. Rewritten URLs are used to provide shorter and more relevant-looking links to web pages. The technique adds a layer of abstraction between the files used to generate a web page and the URL that is presented to the outside world. Usage: websites with dynamic content use URLs that generate pages from the server using query string parameters. These are often rewritten to resemble URLs for static pages on a site with a subdirectory hierarchy. For example, the URL to a wiki page might be http example.com index.php title equals page title, but can be rewritten as http example.com page title. A blog might have a URL that encodes the dates of each entry. http www.example.com posts.php year equals 2006 and month equals 12 and day equals 19. It can be altered like this: http www.example.com 200619/, which also allows the user to change the URL to see all postings available in December, simply by removing the text encoding the day 19, as though navigating up a directory. http www.example.com 2006. A site can pass specialized terms from the URL to its search engine as a search term. This would allow users to search directly from their browser. For example, the URL is entered into the browser's location bar. http example.com/ search term will be a link coded by the browser before it makes the HTTP request. The server could rewrite this to http example.com/ search.php $q equals search %20 term. Benefits and drawbacks: there are several benefits to using a rewrite engine for URLs. The links are cleaner and more descriptive, improving their friendliness to both users and search engines. He prevent undesired inline linking, which can waste bandwidth. The site can continue to use the same URLs even if the underlying technology used to serve them has changed. There can, however, be drawbacks as well. If a user wants to modify a URL to retrieve new data, the rewrite engine may hinder the construction of custom queries due to the lack of named variables. For example, it may be difficult to determine the date from the following format: http www.example.com 0602/. In this case, the original query string was more useful, since the query variables indicated month and day. http www.example.com posts.php year equals 2006 and month equals 04 and day equals 02. Web frameworks: many web frameworks include URL rewriting either directly or through extension modules. Apache HTTP Server has URL rewriting provided by the Mod Rewrite module. URL Rewrite is available as an extension to Microsoft IIS. Ruby on Rails has built-in URL rewriting via routes. Java and Servlet Java EE have extendable URL rewriting via the Octsoft URL rewrite filter and Tucky URL rewrite filter. Java Server Faces, Java EE, and Servlet have simplified URL rewriting via the Pretty Faces URL rewrite filter. Django uses a regular expressions-based system. This is not strictly URL rewriting since there is no script to rewrite to, nor even a directory structure. But it provides the full flexibility of URL rewriting. Java Stripes framework has had integrated functionality since version 1.5. Many Perl frameworks, such as Modulicious and Catalyst, have this feature. CodeIgniter has URL rewriting provided. LIGHTTPD has a mod rewrite module. Nginx has a rewrite module. Not only can it be used to manipulate URLs in various degrees for both internal and HTTP 301/302 status code redirection, but even 200 OK HTTP response message body generation is also possible with a return directive, making it viable to create rather advanced deterministic URL shortening services not limited to direct HTTP status code redirects. As an example, a multi-link multivariable page generation from a URI like ifconfig is possible, where multiple individual parts like F101 get expanded with the help of regular expressions into variables to signify FreeBSD 10.1 release and so forth, and the generated page has links to multiple unique external URLs all at once, all done through internal variables and multiple location, rewrite and return directives. Hiawatha HTTP Server has a URL toolkit which supports URL rewriting. Cherokee HTTP Server supports regular expressions of URL rewriting and redirections. From a software development perspective, URL rewriting can aid in code modularization and control flow, making it a useful feature of modern web frameworks. See also, Application Delivery Controller, iScaler Traffic Manager, Taxes, Apache HTTP Server, Content Negotiation, HTTP, Internet Information Server, Permalink, Zeus Web Server, Semantic URL. Notes. External links. Apache Apache mod rewrite, mod alias simpler Apache module allowing for manipulation and control of URLs as requests arrive at the server. Arithmetic fun with mod rewrite describes how to extend mod rewrite's functionality with a plugin module. A thorough discussion of using the Apache rewrite engine to speed page loading, running scripts, as well as the long process effect. Contains usable code.